Hello Aries, this will be your love reading. What are they thinking? Reading. Okay, so the person you're thinking about right now, when we're talking about these love readings, what are they thinking? What's going on? Okay, stay tuned and we'll find out more. And then I can just snap my fingers and there's like an intro, right? No, there's none of that here. Alright, so I hope you guys are having an excellent week. And I'm going to let you know while I'm shuffling the cards, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I'll be doing an hour-long live reading for you guys, and that will be live. I don't know why I need to say it twice. It just makes me feel better. An hour-long live reading that will be live, and I will be there, and it will be live. Okay? And yeah, ask your questions, and I think we'll have a lot of fun doing that. So, with that being said, I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then we're just going to jump right into it. So, more like hobble. We'll hobble into it. We're not jumping quite yet. Okay. So, Aries, what are they thinking? The Fool card. This is interesting. So, I view this as what are they thinking? They're thinking they have all these possibilities ahead of them. They have all these, new pursuits. I feel like it could be sexual pursuits or it could be something like that. They have all these new pursuits in front of them. And the way I view it, because it's not the Fool card in reverse, they're literally thinking this. And again, because the last reading, Aquarius, was actually pretty similar starting out. But we're talking about I feel like you guys have gone through this fairly recently. To me, the Fool card says that the man doesn't know what to do with himself, and I feel like this happened rather recently. And I say the man because I view men as more closed off. Come at me if you don't think so. Seriously, though. I just feel like it's that kind of energy. Women can be that way too, but to me, men are much more closed off with their emotions. It took me forever to open mine, and I'm incredibly muted. So just think about it. Anyway, so the Fool card is a fresh new start. The cool fard, I guess is what I was going to say. The Fool card is just them. That's what they're thinking. Just getting ready to start something new. So let's look at this here. So what are they doing? What's the thing that they're doing right now? Five of Cups in reverse. So they are... if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking this person is kind of a no-holds-barred kind of person. And what I mean by that is I feel like when this person's sad, they're sad. Like it could ruin your day. When this person's happy, they're happy, very uplifting. But when this person's heartbroken, they go into a different place. And I feel like there's denial of certain emotions, which is weird because I feel like they can express sadness, they can express passion. But when it comes to this heartbreak, maybe they don't want to show that they care. But that's how I'm viewing this as. And normally the Five of Cups in reverse is like getting over grief. But in this case, I'm getting a fresh start, and I'm getting over grief. But I feel like there's something here where they're not letting you in. I feel like they're putting on airs. You ever heard that before? Basically, it means I feel like they're not being truthful or honest with themselves. We'll see, though. But that's kind of what I'm feeling if I put a card over the Five of Cups. Yeah, so if I put a card over the Five of Cups, we get the Knight of Wands, okay? The Knight of Wands energy could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, which is you. Ugh, man. Don't leave the video, guys. I'm still here. Okay, so Knight of Wands, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. When I see this card, I see it as being a very passionate card. So maybe this person's wanting a fresh new start with a fire sign, or maybe this person is a player or a playa, as you younger folk tend to call it. I'm very old, as you can tell. So that's what I'm feeling, though, is definitely something to do with that kind of energy. I just don't feel like this person knows how to express a part of themselves, because I'm getting the feeling that they're just not someone who can be trusted with their own emotions, if that makes sense. And that sounds weird. I know that sounds weird. Okay. I know that sounds a little strange. But, I'm glad that these readings here, in school, right, you're doing your homework, and you'd have to show how you got to your answer with like a math problem. But in the tarot, that's not true at all. It's like a riddle that you're trying to solve, and as you're solving it, you get deeper into the riddle. At first, when I start this, that first card starts kind of an avalanche of intuition and understanding something, and then you relay the message. It's just fascinating to me. So let's look at this next card. This is going to be them. And I go back and I do past, present, future, but right now, in the past, feeling like there was a breakup, feeling like we're talking about the Fool card, right? And I feel like there's a sense of new energy. There's like, oh, look at me, I can do all these amazing things, I'm free. And then there's a sense of grieving, possibly over you, or like getting over you, too, because of the Aries sign here, the Knight of Wands. So they're working on getting over you, and I definitely feel like that kind of energy. It's like they're working on getting over you, they're trying to get over you. But then if we look at, so we had past, present, let's look at their future here. That's so weird. It's the Nine of Swords, but this time in reverse. If you watched the Aquarius one, this was in the exact same position, but in the Aquarius video. And it was it was upright. It was like this. So in the future, they're going to be moving on. So what I see this as, when I see all these cards together, I can't help but feel that they're just wanting to move on. They're just wanting to go into a new direction. And I'm not feeling like you're going to see these guys again. Or if you do, it's not going to be in a romantic way. It's going to be more like, do you remember when we were together? That was crazy. Kind of a way. Not because the relationship was crazy or you did anything wrong. Just like that's them reminiscing after they haven't seen you for a long time. That's what I'm feeling here. And that can be painful, obviously, but I'm going to see what's going on with your energy here, and we're going to do past, present, future. So let's look at your past energy in the relationship when you guys were together. What was that like? Three of Wands. Okay, so this, to me, I look at this. When you guys were together, you weren't really together. Maybe you were both fixated on a goal, or maybe you were both waiting for something to happen in the relationship, and it never evolved or changed into something more that you wanted it to change into. So that can be painful in itself, right? That's not fun energy to go through. But I also could read this as they were gone a lot of the time. You were left to take care of the home, or you were left to just kind of do your own thing. Maybe their business required them to travel. Maybe their life was just busy in general. Or maybe they were taking care of a sick family member. I mean, that's something too, but I feel like it's more not a traveling salesman, but someone who travels for work. So you're waiting for them to come in, because once they're in the house, they can be more present with you, right? They can be in the moment with you, and that's what you're wanting, is someone to experience life with, someone to share a part of your life with, right? So if they can be with you, if they can be by your side and focus on your energy and focus on I guess helping you would be the term I would use. Like, you would want someone to help you with things. You would want to have a partner, you would want, so in a business, right, and this is a weird analogy, but in a business you have a partner that can help you sometimes, right? It could be an investment partner, or it could be someone who's doing day-to-day stuff with you and they're helping you in business. Well, there's also something in an investor sense called a silent partner. And they don't say anything, they don't run anything, they're just quiet and they let you do your thing, but they're your partner in some ways, right? So that's what I'm feeling, is a silent partner approach. It's like you're living your life, things are going on, but they're not necessarily providing anything in the relationship other than their presence sometimes. And I feel like it's very fickle. I feel like it's not even close to how much you would want. Maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks it feels like they sit down and they eat with you, but the rest of the time they're either gone or they're just busy as hell. Alright, so let's look at this next card here. This is you in the present moment. So this was how the relationship was, and why I feel like it set sail, so to speak. Like this is a ship either coming in or leaving. I feel like it's coming in. It's like waiting for your ship to come in. It's coming in. But I get the feeling that we're this person on the ground. And I feel like we've been waiting. And especially when I see them starting over with the Fool card up here, I just don't feel like it's going to be like... I feel like you guys are on two very different modes of transportation, so to speak. Like, I just get the feeling of you're on Earth and they're on the moon. Kind of an energy. And even when you guys are connected in the same room, you're not connected. It's more like kind of a disconnect. So let's look at your present. How are you feeling about the relationship now? And we get the Knight of Coins. That is interesting. So this could be, maybe you're thinking about them. Maybe they're an Earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But we could be dealing here with someone who maybe is coming in and is helping you. When I see the horses there and I see this strength, maybe a young stallion, a young stud's coming into your life, you know, kind of an energy. I feel like it's, I mean, let's cross it here and just see. Yeah, it's 10 of Swords. So we put the 10 of Swords over the Earth sign, and we're going through a pretty big transformation when it comes to mental activity and how this person made us feel. So not only are they stepping into their own their own thing, I feel like you're stepping into your own person as well, but there's resistance going on here with you, which is normal. Change is, you know, it can be scary, but it's necessary. Like, you can't have that saying, you can't have an omelet without breaking a few eggs, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So let me see. If this isn't the Earth sign that you're going through, then you're possibly going through something else, maybe, with the relationship. If the person we were talking about earlier, because they're thinking about you in the present, and you, I feel like, are thinking about them. If we're looking at and they're both Knight cards, which is interesting. To me, that shows you guys were in sync at some point, because I feel like you think the same way, or there's a similar obsession about being very similar. There could have been some codependency too, and now you're breaking out of that. That's just what I'm seeing, though. So let's go on here. Let's look at your future card, and it's the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so future card, that is so interesting. Okay, they had the 9 of Swords in reverse for their future. You had the 9 of Cups. So only difference is 9 of Swords in reverse is like you're kind of getting over things, or you're trying to get over things. But the 9 of Cups in reverse is more like we're missing something. We're focusing on trying to incorporate something that does not want to be here with us. Okay, so I see this in the future because they're going to be going away. That's what I'm feeling. I see this as being something where maybe you're chasing after them. You're giving them kind of a desperate image of you, if that makes sense. If you guys are mad that I'm saying this, it's just what I'm feeling, right? And I get a feeling that we're missing something, we're going to chase after something. And yeah, it's another coin card. And normally I wouldn't read this as an Earth sign, but I'm going to say it's an Earth sign because it's the 8 of Coins, it's studying something, and I feel like you're going to be working up a plan to possibly get this person back in your life. And I don't feel like this person wants to be a part of your life anymore. I feel like that part's over, but something new can begin, but only when you let go of this something old. I feel like this behavior is going to last for a little while longer, but ultimately you're not going to have a choice in the matter. But if we can preserve our dignity, and we can focus on our self-healing while this person is clearly kind of doing their own thing, I feel like that's the best thing to do. And the best way to say, look at how good I'm doing, isn't to write a revenge letter, or it's not to try and hurt their feelings. It's to live your life in a way that is yours, and you're just silent. You know, you just are living life because you want to live life. You're not trying to get anyone's attention. You're just focusing on you. That's the best kind of revenge, quote unquote, that I feel like we could do. So that is your reading, you guys. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like I said, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we're going to be focusing on doing that 1 hour live reading. I would love to see you guys there. So with that, love you guys. You take care, Aries, and I will see you guys I would say next week, but it's only going to be a few days. Okay, I'm recording these a little early. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Alright, bye.